Hey everybody, Chuck G Violin is here. Of course, as soon as I start recording, my dog starts going bananas in the other room, but that's neither here nor there. I had a subscriber who had asked me to do maybe a little tutorial video on cameras in the Designer. And cameras are a little bit confusing for sure. And also, for sure, I don't use them probably to their fullest potential, but let me show you what I do for cameras on the golf course. And these are pre-hole cameras. So there's a couple of different kinds of cameras. So over here are cameras type. You have new event, intro, new menu background, lower third, and pre-hole. The only two that I use are lower third and pre-hole. Lower third is what you're going to see when your round is over. Like you're going to see like kind of, and you want to use that as kind of maybe an overview of the course. All right. Whereas pre-hole is going to be per each hole. This is an unfinished golf course of mine that I don't know that I'm ever going to publish, but let me find a good, a nice hole that is, here we go. We'll do number 14. It's a par 4, I believe. Yeah, it's a big one too. Okay, so here's the kind of how I do it. It's on the surface seems very simple, but there are a couple of settings you want to change. So I'm going to go to pre-hole camera. You can do a flyby free fly tool where you can kind of literally just do this and it'll spawn the cameras as necessary. I do not do that. What I usually do is something I do place. All right. And so now I have a camera and I want to use the cameras to kind of highlight what is special about this golf hole. So once you have it, you use the D-pad on your controller to move the camera side to side, and then the bumper buttons, little baby buggy bumper buttons, to up and down. And so we're going to go, let's kind of figure this height right here. So I'm going to click A to place it. Then I'm going to place the next one. And I'm going to just tweak. I'm going to turn it just a little bit. And then I'm going to place the next one. I'm going to turn a little bit. I don't want to turn it a little bit. I want to leave it the way it is. And then this one. And we'll kind of turn it back this way. All right. I always do 4. I heard, now Crazy Canuck, Andre is the one who told me, or not personally, but he did a little video way back when the game came out about cameras and how you want a minimum of 4. I just always do 4. You want them to be evenly spaced. So you wouldn't want one here and then another one way over here and then one right next to it. You want them evenly spaced because then that way you're going to get smooth, a smooth camera flow to it. And then the next thing you want to do is you don't ever mess with the first one. I don't ever mess with the first one. Go to the second one. So that's going to be camera 1 because it's the first camera we put down. Now, usually I start with hole 1 so that I know camera 1 is hole 1, but we're just doing this for purposes of showing you what to do. So here we have the first one. Look at all of these things. You're going to go down to advanced mode, click that on. Tween settings. Now, speed. You're going to choose the speed. Now, these cameras are pretty far apart, so I'm going to up the speed. The further apart your cameras are, the faster you want the speed to be. Otherwise, you're going to sit there for a year and a half waiting for your cameras to kind of do what they're doing. You're going to change lerp speed, whatever that means. You're going to change it to none. Ta-da! Then go to the next one. Same thing. Now, you don't have to do the advanced mode thing, again, because you've already done it. So, tween settings, same speed as the first one, none. And then you're going to go to the next one, and again, same speed as the last one. And this one should be out, because it's the last one. Okay, now I'm going to do camera preview, and let's see what we see. Not bad. See, it's nice and smooth. It's all the same speed. I don't love this. I mean, this is not my favoriteest camera ever that I've ever done. So that's really basics on how to do it. Now, you can get a little creative if you want. Let's see. Pick another good hole. Number 6 is a nice one. This is a par 5. So what I might do here, let's do this. So again, I'm going to use 4 cameras, but it's a pre-hole place. But I'm going to start way down here. I'm going to make this a little higher. And there's 1. Now I need to make this higher because, it's up the hill. See how it changes height as you move it? It does that to try to keep the camera level. I don't want it to be level. I want it to go up, because the whole idea is that we're going to kind of see up over this rise here and then down toward the green. I'm trying to make sure that they are equally spaced. And then we'll do this one. And there we go. You don't have to show the whole hole. You don't have to kind of really do any of that. These are mostly, I think, equidistant. So we're going to go here, advanced mode, between settings. Now these are really far apart. So I'm going to make this 15, change lerp speed to none. Again, these are some terms that I don't know because I'm not a video guy. I know they mean something. I just don't know what they are. So that's that. So between setting 15 and out. Now let's see what this looks like. Exactly. See how it kind of comes up and over, and you get an idea of what this hole looks like. I'm going to do one more real quick. Show you what I like to do on par 3s. That par 3 sucks, so we're not going to do that one. Let's do number 3, which is a nice hole. Okay, so on par 3s, I like to just kind of go. All right, so place camera. I'm going to do 4 cameras, but we're going to go this height, and they're all going to be the same height. And they're going to be a little closer together. And I'm just moving them a little bit so that the camera's always pointed at the green. See how it auto kind of does it there to make sure that the cameras are the same height. Now, these cameras are super close to each other. So when we go into these settings, again, advanced mode is on. We're going to move this down to like 6. Change that to none. We'll move him down to 6. Whoops, none. And the same thing here. Excuse me. Oops. And that should say out. And then here's what you got. This is that is a little slow. I might bump that speed up to 7. But again, that's what you're looking at that's what I like to do on par 3s. There's so many things you could do. Let me find one more. I'll do 17. So let's try this. Camera type, pre-hole, place. We're going to go like this. And then we're going to do another one right here. Oops. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. So, all right. Place. So the D-pad up and down points the camera up and down. All right, so I'm just going to keep it like this. I'm going to put them right next to each other. And then that's a little too high. Okay, I've screwed the whole thing up. So if you do mess up, you could go in here, camera 5, delete sequence. This is camera 4. Somehow I botched it, so we're in delete sequence. Let's try that again. Camera type, pre-hole, place. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, as you can see, these cameras are literally right on top of each other. So advanced mode is on, tween settings. I mean, this is going to be like, I'm going to set it to 3, and I bet you that's too fast. Whoops. None. Don't bother with the first one. All right, let's see. So that's pretty cool, actually. I might make that last one a bit higher. So if you want to edit it, you're here, camera 4. You can hold down the A button and then do whatever you need. Do whatever you need to do. I want that to be higher. I want this one to be higher. And that one is fine. So, camera 1, preview. We're not moving forward very much. We're just moving up. Coffee. So, I mean, that's pretty much how I use cameras. There are other settings. I did talk about the, what do you call it? This lower third thing. I use that for kind of the overall, I'm highlighting what the golf course looks like as a whole. Not, when I say whole, that's whole with a W. And I do that. There's my phone. Okay, and let's go in here and do this. Advanced mode on. I'm going to leave it at 10 just because, as you probably know, most of these cameras that you see when the round is complete, it's a little choppy. It is what it is. Oh, geez, I put this right in the trees, didn't I? So I gotta get right zoomed in. Camera, tween settings, that's fine. So this is what you're gonna see at the end of the round, kind of just looking at the golf course. Find a spot that is the most scenic on your course and play it. So that's what I did. And that's really kind of all there is to it with cameras. There's a lot more that you could probably do. I've not messed around with event intro, or with new menu cameras. Kind of is what it is. I haven't messed around with them. I haven't used them, but I use lower third for that kind of final, round is over thing, and then I do a camera for every hole. Quick note: see how these cameras aren't really in line with this hole? You may play through. Now, the thing is, you also, I'm losing track of my mind here a second, but you will not be able to preview the cameras if you play your course in the designer. You will only be able to preview the cameras if you go out of the designer and play your unpublished golf course. Just an FYI. And to play your unpublished golf course, you got to, I'll show you that in a second. But so let's look at this camera. Okay, this camera, say you play your golf course and for some reason the 17-hole camera didn't play. Okay, what normally happens is you'll get the default to that lower third camera if your whole camera didn't take. So you got to go to sequence settings, sequence types. It is hole 17. Okay, so pre-hole camera is on and it is hole 17. All right. Now, if this didn't say 17, guess what? It's not going to show. So if you ever get an error in the game where, my camera thing didn't show up, that's how that works. So let's get out of here. Now, I didn't do a camera for number 1. And you're going to see that lower third camera is going to be what shows. So I'm going to go to, hi. Okay, let's go to play. Quick play, new local. I was playing Royal Stewart Cliffs today, or that was the last course that I played. I played that in a society round, so you're going to go change course. This is how you play your unpublished golf course. In case you don't know this, you got to go to more courses, and then I believe it's the left trigger, Scroll all the way to the bottom. I just go up one and boom, unpublished. And this is Tropics. And yeah, let's just begin round. So actually nothing is going to show on the first hole. And then what's going to show on the second hole is going to be that pre-third camera. Oh, wow, I got wind. All right. Let's go ahead and yoit this down the fairway. I'm going to run out of fairway. Watch this. Yeah. I haven't played the game today, so I'm going to be a little rusty.
Begin our round. Okay, here's our third shot.
Oh, go in.
Oh, the chip just slides.
Wouldn't that be something?
4 feet to go.
All right.
Starting the round under par.
So now it's going to give me, remember that lower third camera that I did? See? That's the one it's going to give me if it doesn't register a pre-hole that you've done. So here's number 2, which is a kind of tricky par 5. You don't want to hit it too far. Because if you do, you're going to go down into the, pit of despair down there. And there I go. Yup.
Okay, we are in
now I'm close, but, All right. Fine. Fine.
That's safe. Okay, here's a 12-foot putt.
Stay up. Thank you. Did I do one for number 3? Yes, I did. Remember? Okay, so here's the number 3 camera that I had done. And then I'll play number 3 and then get out of here because I don't want this video to be 6 hours long. All right. Oof. Big time wind. This might be 2-club wind. This is a 2-club wind. Yeah, look at that. That's a lot of wind up there.
Okay, best of luck with this one. 16-footer.
Turn. See?
That shot was marvelous.
Look at that. It almost looks like I know what I'm doing in this game. And, of course, the next hole doesn't have a thing. So, anyway, that is the cameras. Very basic, very easy way to, polish up your golf course a little bit. You can go ahead and, put at least pre-hole cameras on your golf course. Oh, dear. And,
the green side bunker.
It definitely helps
Nice work.
polish a golf course a little bit. If you just have that, it also helps players. I like to, on my pre-hole, I like to kind of show the player maybe some danger that they might not be able to see off the tee or something like that. Oops, that's a big pull. I'm going to get away with it.
I'm having that.
So I hope this helps y'all. And if you have any questions, throw them in the comments. If you have other things you want to see, throw them in the comments. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks so much for watching. We'll see you later.